Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Inferno Man again. For the first time in a while, I will be doing a Nuzlocke playthrough on my channel. I hope you guys saw my update video that says and explains why I was gone. And I'm back. If you're new, hi, I'm Landon. I am a junior in high school. I'm trying to turn this into a future career plan for me. Overall right now I'm just having fun making videos. I make Pokemon content mostly. Sometimes I'm planning on making on stuff about other Nintendo stuff. So far the only video that I have that isn't Pokemon related is top 10 characters I want for excuse me, for Smash Bros DLC. But right now, obviously you can tell by the title of the video, I'm doing a Shield Nuzlocke. And I'm excited to get into it. This is the first Nintendo Switch playthrough of any kind that I'm doing on my channel, because I finally have a capture card that I can use. So, if you're excited about this as I am, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, ring that bell if you haven't already so you can find out about my future posts, and let's get into. Okay, so I speak English. So that's the language I'm going to be speaking in. Or I want them to speak in. Alright, let's see. Do I want to go with the Scottish lass? Or do I just want to make myself a guy like I am? We'll just go with the guy. Alright, usually I put my name as Landon, but I think that in this case I'm gonna name myself Inferno. So that's what my name is. Yes. Alright. So the Nuzlocke rules, if you don't know them, they'll be down in the description below, but the basic gist of it is that we can only catch one encounter on each route. If a Pokemon faints, it's dead, can't be used again. And the Nuzlocke doesn't start until you get Pokeballs. You have to nickname every Pokemon you catch. That's the basic gist of it. If you want the full rules, once again, they'll be down in the description. I'll also include a link to the full rules on the website that I find them from. But the Nuzlocke challenge is always a fun challenge to play in Pokemon. It lets you use Pokemon that you never really used before, most of the time. I planned out my team for God, I can't speak. I planned out my team for Sword before I even started playing, so, well, basically I did. I changed it up a bit, used Pokemon that I didn't think I was going to use, but, Nuzlocke challenges always make it a lot more fun to use, Pokemon that you haven't used before, and, basically change the plan of what you were planning on using already. So it's a lot of fun. Especially when they're randomized Nuzlockes, because you don't know what you're gonna get. You can't even guess the starter, excuse me. I'm just sneezing a lot today. So basically, if you're not new to this channel and you watch my Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke, I did say in my announcement video that I made a couple weeks ago, but I'm no longer doing the Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke because I had a video planned to go up, and that video was recorded before anything before Sword and Shield came out, and everything was announced for the game. Most of the stuff in the video is my Sword and Shield predictions because I recorded the video a couple weeks before the games came out. So I don't think it would make sense to upload a video with predictions for a game that already came out. So I'm ending that challenge, that series, because it kind of feels weird to, just end it at that point and then start it back up again later. But I'm really excited to get into this. To my knowledge, no one's done a randomizer Nuzlocke yet, so I'd also have to like download a thing onto my Switch, and that could get it banned. So I wouldn't have wanted to risk that right now. But I won't be doing a randomizer because, well, they don't exist yet for this game, as far as I know. I know there's one in development, but I'm pretty sure no one's used it yet. So they made the one for Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee fairly quickly. Well, that's because a lot of the engines and stuff that they used for Let's Go were the same ones they used on the 3DS, so people already knew how to randomize the 3DS stuff, so it was pretty easy for that. But the kind of stuff they use in this game is kind of stuff that they use for regular Switch games, like I guess you can say Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey even, but it's definitely not 3DS. And I know that... Oh wow, I never noticed that before. So if you guys look at the Nintendo Switch, it has whatever Joy-Cons you're using. Like, I never noticed that before, because I'm using my blue and yellow Joy-Cons. It must change every time that you switch your Joy-Cons. Like, it puts that in there. That's really cool. Because I don't usually use the blue and yellow ones. That's pretty cool. Alright. Let's get going. Alright, Hop's waiting for us outside. I was really tempted to do a Nuzlocke challenge on my own time. I almost, like, I haven't touched my Shield game since before today, so it was really tempting for me to open up the game and just start a Nuzlocke challenge on my own. Which I've only done a Nuzlocke challenge on my own once, and that was an X a long time ago. But, anyways, I had to save it for the channel, even though I really wanted to. But, I'm really excited to be doing it now. I'm excited to see how our team's gonna turn out. Another new thing, if you've seen my other playthroughs and stuff, then you know that I usually use a face cam, but I'm not using one for this playthrough, simply because, it's my first one on the Switch, and I wanted there to be more room for the actual game, so I made that bigger, got rid of the camera, and you can see on the left of the screen there's slots for the Pokemon that we put on our team. So I just wanted to make the layout simple enough for the game and what Pokemon we have on our team. So there's no camera this time around. I know you guys are gonna miss my face, but that's just what's gonna happen. Alright. I'm guessing for this episode all we're gonna be able to do is get our starter Pokemon and possibly one encounter. I should probably turn autosave off. That's one thing that I definitely don't want to have on. Fast text, autosave off. We have to have nicknames, so I can't turn any of that off. The question of the day today is, who is your favorite starter? Or, no, not favorite starter. Question of the day today is, what's your favorite Generation 8 Pokemon? My personal favorite is Sirfetch'd, but I'm going in the wrong direction. I don't know why I went that way. But just let me know down below who your favorite Gen 8 Pokemon is, because I like seeing what people's new favorite Pokemon are. I might have to update my top 10 favorite Pokemon list soon, because I've definitely gotten really attached to Sirfetch'd and a couple other Pokemon. I knew I was going to use Grimmsnarl, but I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. And Colossal isn't as great as I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's got a cool design, but I didn't like using it as much as my other Pokemon. And Corviknight is kind of the same. Corviknight's really cool looking, but I don't know. I just think Colossal and Corviknight were probably at my least used Pokemon, because I did share screenshots on Twitter, but my team for Sword was Inteleon, of course Corviknight, Grimmsnarl, Colossal, Toxtricity. So yeah, Toxtricity, Inteleon, Grimmsnarl, Corviknight, Colossal, and Sirfetch'd. So that was my whole team. I did change it up a bit. I had a Wooloo at the beginning. I didn't get it to Dubwool because it was just a filler. Also, its headbutt was pretty useful from time to time. I had an Orbeetle, which is I had it for a very long time on my playthrough. I had it until Glimwood Tangle when I caught Impidimp. I used a Boltund because Yamper is adorable, and I used Arctozolt because I wanted to use a fossil, which we get to use we can use Dracovish in this game because the dragon and the fish and dino fossils are in this game. The dragon fossils, I'm pretty sure dragon and fish fossils are in this game, so we can use Dracovish, which is one of the strongest new Pokemon in the game. So here comes starter time. So if you guys are wondering what starter I was going to choose, I did say on Twitter that I was going to use Grookey, and obviously I used Sobble before, but I've had a change of heart because I've seen plenty of people use Grookey, and Rillaboom isn't really the best in my opinion. I really just want to use Scorbunny, so I'm going to be choosing Scorbunny to add to the team. Sobble's my boy. But yeah, Scorbunny is going to be my choice, because Cinderace is the best final evolution to a starter in my opinion. Sobble is definitely the best starter, but his Inteleon is not the best final evolution. It's pretty weird. If I were to rank each starter from their evolutions, Sobble would be the best and Grookey would be the second best. For middle evolutions, I'd say that Raboot is first, Thwackey is second, and Drizzle is third, and then it would be the same for the final evolutions. Alright, Scorbunny that we get is a boy. I think that we're gonna name it Trix. It's either that or Roger, and Roger just seems like an old man's name, so I'm gonna name it Trix. Tricks are for kids. Alright. Alright, so Hop is choosing Grookey, of course, and he's got his Wooloo. I admire that he leads with Wooloo every time, because you know to start with your fighting type, because he's got the normal type first every time. Speaking of fighting types, since Farfetch isn't available in Shield, I have more possibilities for fighting types, and I hope the fighting type we get to use is Phalanx, because I've always wanted to use a Phalanx on my team. I just didn't get to because I was stubborn and didn't want to take Sirfetch'd off the team. So, Sobble was the first Pokemon I shiny hunted in this game because, in my personal opinion, it's the best shiny version of a starter because it's the most different than its normal colors than the other starters. I know some people that say Scorbunny has the best shiny because they like the yellow, But, you know, it's just a matter of opinion. Sobble's the best, in my opinion, because Scorbunny just changes his orange and red parts to yellow and bright yellow. We're about to have our first battle, guys. But anyway, and Grookey just becomes a little bit more saturated, I guess. So Sobble's like my favorite, but Scorbunny's pretty cool. I'd say from least to greatest, it would go from Sobble being the best to Grookey being the worst. Which Grookey isn't that bad anyway, but I just prefer Sobble over the others. Alright, so we don't have a fire type move yet, but that doesn't matter because Wooloo's a normal type. We'll lead with Tackle. Alright. I'm gonna check out the stats of our Scorbunny here. That's pretty good. It's jolly. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, let's just keep on attacking the Wooloo here. I believe, let's see, I think I have 11 shinies right now. Of course I had the Sobble first. The next Pokemon I hunted after that was Zigzagoon. Then I got Rookie D, that's the one. I got Rookie D. Then I did Sizzlepede. Then I got Applin and 8 hatches. That was a quick hunt. I did Cramorant. Then I did Stuffle, which was in 13 hatches, another quick one. And then immediately after I got, yes, I know about type advantages. Clown. Then I got Choodle in 13 hatches. Then I got Ponyta and 42 hatches. And right now I am working on Siliconda. But also, I'm pretty sure this episode will be up by the end of this, but right now until January 4th, Magikarp raids are increased, and Magikarp shinies, 8% chance of getting a shiny Magikarp in those raids, so I got 3 from those, and I'm using one that I evolved into Gyarados on competitive teams, so I'm really looking forward to competitive play. I still don't have 6 full teams yet, so I haven't gotten to go in the competitive scene yet. That's because I've been spending most of my time shiny hunting rather than trying to build up a team, so I haven't even started yet, but I'm trying to get there as soon as possible. I'm not in any hurry either, so I'm just taking my time. Yep, gotta tell Mom. So, as I said before, oh, Wooloo. As I said before, the Nuzlocke doesn't start until we get Pokeballs. So, if anybody, if any of our, well, I only have one Pokemon anyway. If Scorbunny faints before we get Pokeballs, it's fine. The Nuzlocke challenge isn't over. We don't lose. Nothing begins until the actual Nuzlocke starts when we get Pokeballs. So, I doubt any Scorbunny will faint, but we can never be too sure. Personally, I don't think that Scorbunny will faint. I don't know why he'd faint, but in my sword playthrough, I didn't lose a single battle. So, I have strong confidence that we'll be able to survive. I'm excited to see how the playthrough plays out, though. Hopefully our starter doesn't die, but you gotta expect something to happen at some point. My starter died when I did an Omega Ruby Nuzlocke, because I chose Mudkip, and it evolved once and fainted right before it got to evolve into Swampert, so that wasn't very fun. Before I cut off the Fire Red Randomizer Nuzlocke, My starter was a Latios, if you didn't see that. He survived by the time I cut off the playthrough, so I'm not saying that he wouldn't have figured it at some point, but I mean, yeah. Shield. So we got Latios as the starter, of course, but the second episode I found a Soldew, like randomly in the wild, so I didn't think that it would faint, but it could have. Who knows? I never got to finish the playthrough, so I guess we'll just be in suspense in the meantime. But hopefully I can get to another randomizer Nuzlocke some point in the future. I'm planning on it, of course. It would probably be something like a Diamond randomizer Nuzlocke, like Pokemon Diamond, or even a Heart Gold randomizer Nuzlocke, something like that. No matter what, I will not do an extreme randomizer, because that would mean randomizing the typings, and that's not something I like to do. So I don't think I'd ever do an extreme randomizer, because I don't like guessing what the Pokemon's typings are, and then later having to remember what those typings are if I face that Pokemon ever again. So I never noticed how thin Scorbunny's legs are. Like, it feels like at some point his legs could just snap off if there was like strong winds, like a twig or something, or like if somebody threw a football and it hit his leg, it would just like come clean off. It's really weird. But I do like how Scorbunny's always hopping up and down, and it's adorable. At some point I'll probably make my top 10 favorite Gen 8 Pokemon, which I guess, spoiler, I already told you what my number 1 spot would be, but I'll probably plan on doing it at some point. Alright. Almost time to save Wooloo. Whoop-de-doo. Alright. It's foggy. Too foggy. This is mad. I don't know if you guys noticed before, but sometimes when it shows Hop, like showing his teeth or something, like when he smiles, his teeth are like really pink, and it looks like he just has no teeth, like he's just opening his gummy mouth. Grilled. I don't know if you guys have seen, but in the code for the games, the Gen 7 starters are in it, and the rest of the Gen 1 starters. And basically all the Gen 5 Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's all of them. I didn't see Victini anywhere, but I'm guessing that they're going to be adding them as raids at some point that you get in battle. So I'm excited for that. Oh yeah, and the Gen 7 legendaries are in the code too. I did see Sogalea, Lunala, and Cosmog and Cosmoem on the list too. So hopefully we get to see them soon, because as you guys know, since he's my mascot, Incineroar is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I'm excited to have Litten in the game. Litten was the last shiny I got in Ultra Moon before Sword and Shield came out. I was planning on doing I was in the middle of a Stuffle hunt that I wanted to do as one last shiny before Sword and Shield came out, but I never got it. So I was pretty thrilled when I got it in 13 eggs using the Masuda method in Sword recently. I was also kind of mad because, you know, I was over 500 wild encounters in Ultra Moon to get the shiny Stuffle, and I didn't have it, and then I got it in 13 eggs using the Masuda method in this game. I couldn't tell if I was more upset or more happy about it. Alright, we got about 5 minutes left to record this, so let's try to get as much done as possible. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get the first encounter. I'm probably going to end off the episode after our first encounter. I'm excited to see what we're going to get. So, the way that it works in this, I don't know if you've seen other YouTubers do it. Since, you know, there's overworld encounters, the kind of step in the grass and the first Pokemon you get is your encounter for that route. Will be kind of different because the Pokemon are in the overworld, but the way I'm gonna do it is the first Pokemon that spawns is what I'm gonna catch, and then if I run into something, that'll be the encounter too. So like if something that I run into on accident wasn't the first thing that spawned, that's still what I'm gonna catch. So there's that. And then in the wild area, the way that's gonna work is I'm gonna catch a Pokemon in every area. So we just got calls from our mom, so the Nuzlocke has officially started. But in every area of the wild area is where I'll get my encounters there. So like Giant's Cap will be one, Giant's Mirror, Axew Islands, stuff like that. Each one of those will get an encounter. Of course, if the Pokemon is too high for me to capture, obviously that doesn't count. So it looks like our first encounter for this route is Nickit, which is kind of weird because I was expecting like either Squovit or Rookie D, but we're getting a Nickit, so there's that. And I'm pretty sure that this route is a 100% capture rate, so we don't have to worry about that. It's a female. Alright. So yeah, we have to nickname every Pokemon we catch. This one might be a little bit difficult, so it's not 100%. This might be a little bit difficult, because if it was a male, I would have named it Swiper, no question. But since it's a female, I don't know what to name it. Hopefully we don't kill it here. That would be very unfortunate for us to kill our first encounter. Alright. I don't want it to crit, but I'm gonna use Tackle one more time. Scorbunny, you're gonna be a big disappointment if you crit Nickit here. Alright, good. Let's use a Pokeball again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Nickit. That's our first new team member. Alright, I think I got a good name for it. I know it's kind of weird to name a fox this, because, you know, it's usually for, like, deer, but I'm gonna name it fawn. Alright. So, we got our first new team member. We didn't lose anyone, thankfully. We got a potion, nice. No one has fainted, which would be terrible to happen in the first episode, but that's gonna do me for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy the episode, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, ring the bell if you haven't. Whether you're subscribing now or if you have subscribed before, make sure to ring that bell so you know about future posts. This is Infernoman burning out, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.